Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to talk about Bybit and what I'm doing and how I trade on this platform. So first of all, there's a link in the description. If you make an account through that link, you get a bonus, and it only takes like 2 minutes. All that's needed is an email address and a password, and then you get your account. So first of all, if you're in the site and you're going to assets right here, then you can see different assets that you can deposit onto Bybit. So you can trade on a spot account. I just see that I have 99 bucks in my spot account. I have no idea why that is, but anyway, trading with leverage is the thing that you do on derivatives account, on the derivatives account. So here you can deposit USDT, Ethereum, EOS, XRP, or Bitcoin. So if you want to deposit USDT, then you go to the deposit address, and here you can see the chains. So if you are just sending through Ethereum, then that is ERC20. If you are sending USDT, let me say from Binance to Bybit, and you use the Tron network, this is always better because this is only $1 or $2 fee, and ERC20 is always $15 fee. So the cheapest is to use ERC20. Then you go to your Binance account and you select your withdraw. You use the ERC20, and there you deposit this address. Don't use my address, guys. Don't do it. Use yours. Okay. If you want to send Ethereum, then you just go deposit address and you do the exact same thing. Now, if you want to trade, then what I do is, I told you guys a few videos ago how to draw trend lines. Let the computer draw your trend lines, and you just lay it over so they stick to your chart. Now, this is very important just to know where the support and the resistance will be in the future. So what I'm doing, how I am trading, is if I touch a line, as long as that line didn't break, I'm longing. You long the support and you short the resistance. Here, resistance. You short that one. Resistance. You short that one. So I hope that it is clear. Here we found support. So I'm going to 3-minute time frame. So now this is very zoomed in, and here you can see a buy signal, a green buy signal. Now I'm going to show you guys just how Bybit is working. So about these signals, that's another video. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting for the price to touch a support line or a resistance line, and then I wait for a signal. If that happens, then I'm going to long or I'm going to short. So that's basically it. Then what do I do if I start a trade? So let me say I started a trade here. I put my stop loss just below the last week down. So in case the support gets broken, then my stop will go off and I will lose a little bit. But the gain that I could make is a lot more. So I'm going to show you guys. Here you can put your long or a short position. So I would have done a long position. You can use that tool, and then here you can simply select and look here. You see this crosshair? So I mean, you guys know what I mean. Just this magnet tool, put it off like this, and if I took the upper trend line as my target, then you could see that here I could have lost 0.56%, half of a percentage, and I could gain to 0.63%. Now, that doesn't look much, but if you can play this with leverage of 10, then you could have made 26%. And that's how you do it. You just long the bottoms and you short the tops. I'm going to the 4 hour right here. Then you could have seen that this was a falling wedge. I'm going to get rid of this thing. And here we had a support. If you just connected these two, you could have seen that here was support. And if you do this trend line, which is a very old trend line, these are really powerful, then you could have seen that here we found support. So you long support and you short the tops. Okay, now let's get into Bybit. So you guys know how to deposit USDT or deposit Ethereum. Now here you can see the derivatives. Also, first of all, you guys, if you go to more and then to reward hub, then here you can see that you can claim just a few bucks right here. So if I claim this, I get $50 or $10, whatever. It's basically free money. So then you go to derivatives, and then you have in virtual perpetual swap contracts, and these are, if you use this, then you are trading in Bitcoin. So first of all, here you can see that the amount is displayed in Bitcoin. So here you can trade in Bitcoin, or you can trade in Ethereum. So here you can simply, if you deposited Ethereum, you could trade in Ethereum. Now, I always trade in USDT. I don't know why, but I always trade in USDT just because it's easier for me. I have no idea why, but it's just something that I do. What you do, you have to see whatever you feel fine with, that's the thing that you do. So now what do we see on this screen? We see that here my equity is $1,919 US. Here above you see your options. You can see that you can go to cross leverage. This means that this trade will use your entire account. Don't do that. It will go fast and it will use your entire account. If you take isolated, you can simply select that I'm going to use 10% of my account. When the order price, this is a limit order. You have a limit order and you have a market order. Here I can say if the price of Bitcoin is, let me say, $49,000, then I will use 10% of my account, which is an equivalent of 0.038 Bitcoin. Look, if I take half my account, this will increase. If I take my full account, this will increase again. Okay. What this means is this is a limit order. This order will only go off and get triggered when the price reaches your target. If you want to jump in a trade immediately, then you take market order. If you take a market order, then the price from the time that you open a long or you open a short will simply get triggered immediately. Then this is the order section. Here is the amount of leverage that you can use. So before you start, simply select the amount of leverage. Now, just to calculate simply how this works, if my leverage is 10 and I'm playing for $100 US, then it means that my eventual order is playing for $1,000. That means that if I put an order 10x long for 100 US dollar, and the price of Bitcoin goes up 10%, my long will have made 100% because my leverage is 10. And that also means that I double my money. So let me show it in the charts. If, and only if, guys, let me just show it. How should I do it? Price range. Okay. Let me say that I'm starting my long right here at the breakout. So you see that the price is breaking out. I put in my order right here, and the price goes up 1%. Then that means if I take 10x leverage, that I have made 10%. If I play for $100 and the price moves up 1%, I will gain $10. If the price moves up 10%, I will gain 100%, so I will make $100. But that also means that if the price is going down 1%, I will lose $10. If the price drops 10%, I will lose my entire $100. I hope that this makes sense. And yeah, so just for the sake of this video, I'm going to now don't do this, guys, don't get blindly into a trade, but I'm just going to show you guys. So right now, let me zoom in. What do I see? The Wolfpack is up. We are oversold. So in one hand, it's better to short because we are overbought a lot. Now I'm just going to put in. No, fuck it. I'm going to do a long anyway. So I'm going to do a long, a market order from 25% of my account with a leverage of 10. That means that it will be for about $500, 10x. So this is the amount of money that my order will be. I'm going to long. I have market selected. I'm going to long. I open a long, and here it says my liquidation price. So that means that once the price drops to 44,000, I will lose 25% of my entire account. But if the price rises 10%, I will gain $500. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm doing this one just for you, and now you will see that the price will drop. So my order now is for the value of $4,665. My leverage is 10. You can see it here. And my entry price is 48,603. So now 48,603. 48,603. 603. So this is basically my start, which is funny, but yeah. Anyway, this chart difference, it looks like this one. So now my risk to reward, you always have to see that your risk to reward is 1 on 3. So if this was a huge resistance, no, just let me, I mean, guys, this is so obvious. Let me say this is a trend line. We just broke that trend line. to the upside. So I'm going to, this is my entry, then my stop loss should be around underneath this wick right here. So because then it would make a lower low. So that's for the safety. And then if I would play a 3x a risk to reward from 1 to 3, so this is 0.66. Here you can go, this says long position, I'm in a long position, my risk is here 0.64, so that means that my reward should be 1.29%. So 1.29% should be around here, which gives a price target of 49,230. I'm going to my bybit. Here you can select take profit and stop losses. So I'm going to put my stop loss. This is the stop loss. Stop loss here says, it says 48,292. So 48,922. Right? No. 48292. 48292. Okay. So my take profit should be around 49221. So 49221. So here you can see that I can make 60 bucks and I can lose 30 bucks. Guys, this is not this can be correct. But it's not correct because this line is not correct. It should have been here something. Anyway, guys, you know what I mean. This is probably one of the worst videos, but your risk to reward should always be at least 1 on 3. Let me show you here at this one here. So if you took your trade, here, then you can clearly see that you take your trade here, your risk right here below this one, and your reward is a lot bigger. So the reward here to get at this upper trend line, this white line, is 2.36. Your risk is 0.7. So that means that this is a good trade because 0.7 times 3 is 2.1 and this one is bigger. So that's a great trade to take. Why is that a great trade? Because you are at a support line. That support line is your base, like playing poker with good cards, you know, if you have ace king, and that's like, yeah, you can lose, but the chance that you will lose is a lot smaller than when you take the long trade here. Because if you have took the long trade here, or let me say you say, oh look, the price is going up, it's going up, and then it went down, you will panic, you will sell. If you take the trade right here, and that's something that you can do with a limit order. If you go to the limit order, nope, I'm up $8. If you go to the limit order, here you can say, I want to add a long if the price touches 44,141. As you can see here, like here. And then, once that's triggered, you can put your alarm right here. So if you right click, you can add an alert. So if the value is crossing 44,151, then an alert will go off. let me take, so for the time of 5 seconds. So I'm always using this one. So when you hear that on your computer, you know that the price is triggered, and you also know that your order is valid. So your order just went through and you are now in the long position. That's the way how I'm doing it. And then if we're going up in the right direction, what you can do is, if you are in, let me say, a few $100 in a profit, I mean, just a few percentage, like 10% or so, you can just put your stop loss at your entry. So here my entry is 48,600. So I would make it 48,603. So I will lose nothing. Okay. So this is basically a free trade. If it continues going up, then yeah, it's a free trade. Nothing can happen. If I'm going to sleep, then I'm not even have to worry about my trade going the wrong way, because there is nothing in the world that could happen to me. I cannot lose money on this trade. Even if it goes down, I will not win any, but I will not lose anything either. And then in the morning, if your trade is really going up, then you can simply get your take profit, your stop loss increase, so you can increase it further away from your entry price, so you lock in profits. And that's basically how I'm doing this. So yeah, guys, I hope that this video was helpful. If there's anything at all, then just ask in the chat in the Telegram group, and I will be very happy to answer you guys. I hope that this was helpful. Yeah, hopefully I see you in the next video. Bye bye.